Red Dead Redemption 2 has to be one of the most detailed video games of all time, and today we're going to be looking at a whopping 50 facts or details that you may not have realised. The list could be from behind the scenes to details during production to the facts in the game itself. You're listening to Phil of Philby Gaming. If you enjoy the following, be sure to hit that like button, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Without making this intro too long, as we've got quite a bit to get through, let's get straight into the video. Although many players believe that the Laramie boy that John fights in the epilogue was Stephen Ogg, voice of Trevor Phillips of GTA 5, it was actually not. This was confirmed by the man himself. The original voice actor for Uncle, John O'Grady, passed away during production and was replaced by James McBride. As a testament to the man, the voice acting in the singing scenes is still of the original actor. During one of the earlier missions, when Arthur meets a few of the gang members in Valentine, during this opening scene, the character of Charles is played by Stephen Palmer, the man behind Bill Williamson. Also, in this same scene, when Charles throws the chair, this mocap is actually performed by Benjamin Byron Davis, Dutch Van der Linde. Roger Clark, who performed as Arthur Morgan, was called back into the studio to re-record some of his dialogue lines towards his horse, as it sounded too seductive. The real-life Pinkerton Detective Agency actually attempted to sue Rockstar, as they were portrayed as the bad guys. This was settled out of court. Some of the statues that you can find in Saint-Denis you can shoot the arms off. This is a reference to the Venus de Milo statue. You can greet NPCs, greet them once more, and then antagonize for the hidden comical dialogue. The pocket watches that Arthur can find in the world or even purchase can be equipped and accessed in the inventory wheel. The language that the Wapiti tribe speak is actually called Lakota. There are only two main characters that appear in all four timelines: 1899, 1907, 1911 and 1914. These are Jack Marston and Edgar Ross. When Mary Linton sent Arthur a letter in Chapter 2 saying that she heard him and his friends were in town, this is a bit of a white lie. During the bar brawl with Tommy, Mary can be seen in the crowd. That's how she knew that Arthur was around. Dutch mentions that his mother is buried in Blackwater. This is true, and the player can visit her grave. You can throw people through windows during bar fights. The Blackwater athletics team that is found murdered is actually based on the Los Manoceros massacre from 2009. Roger Clark is of Irish descent and insisted on pronouncing Colm's name as Colm, but developers went against this. John Marston's original horse saddle in the prologue is customised. Mia Davis, who portrayed Tilly Jackson, was actually pregnant during filming. Some of the cast had worked with Rockstar Games before, such as Dutch in San Andreas, Micah in LA Noire, and Javier Escuela in GTA 5. Rob Wheatoff, who portrayed John Marston, quit acting after Red Dead Redemption 1 and only came back to it for Red Dead Redemption 2. The main script is around 2,000 pages long. The game itself took 8 years to develop. The young Jack Marston was actually played by female actress Marissa Buscianti. This was due to child labour laws. Over the course of production, Rockstar employed over 1,000 actors. All of the trailers shown before the release of the game had around 70 drafts each. Woody Jackson, who wrote the score for RDR1, was called back to work again in RDR2. Many locations in the game are modelled after real-world locations. There are a lot of references in the game to Red Dead Redemption 1, such as the Donkey Lady. There's a jar of pickles that you can eat from in the Valentine Saloon. This is something a lot of players have missed. Red Dead Redemption 2 almost wasn't a thing, as Rockstar were known for their more fast-paced GTA series, but after Red Dead Redemption 1's success, this changed. Ned Luke, who portrayed Michael DeSanta in GTA 5, was cast, but his part was cut. There are a total of 50 points of interest that can be discovered and noted down in Arthur's journal. There are over a staggering 300,000 unique animations in the game. The world of Red Dead Redemption contains over 500 species of animal. If Arthur is on the trail for a while, he will sometimes be found singing. This can happen often if he's been drinking. The game's star constellations are real, as well as the lunar cycle. If you're stuck out in the world without a steed, you can hitch a ride back into town. Gang members will attack you if you insult them too much. You can obtain a fishing rod earlier than the Fisher of Men mission. If you're lucky enough, you can sometimes find a double rainbow. The legendary Clint Eastwood was originally considered for John Marston, as well as Robert Redford. There are many real-life Wild West references, such as the gangs and the wealth divide. There are also a whole bunch of movie references. Benjamin Byron Davis, who portrayed Dutch van der Linde, felt guilty about lying to his nephew, who claimed that he knew his uncle was working on a Red Dead Redemption 2. Davis believed he was telling the truth, as Red Dead Redemption 2 was going to be titled something different. Rockstar Games brought back the cheat codes hidden in the world, just like they did in Red Dead Redemption 1. There are many references to Grand Theft Auto, including Dutch using the alias Aiden O'Malley, a character from GTA 4. Rob Wheatoff had 2 children at the beginning of filming. By the end, he had 4. NPCs can sometimes pickpocket the player. During the ending credits, when Mary is crying at Arthur's grave, the mocap was actually performed by Roger Clark, the man who portrayed Arthur himself. In the final moments of the main game, when Arthur gives John his hat, this was the last scene to be filmed. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that maybe you at least learned a couple of things. If you did, you all know what to do. Do you know of any facts that weren't mentioned today? Let us all know in the comment section below. If you guys wish to get in touch, you can do so by finding me over on the channel's Instagram page, that's at PhilbyGaming. Thank you all for watching, you've been listening to Phil, and I'll see you in the next one.